Hello, everyone. What is going on? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live stream. Today we have Game 6 between the Dallas Stars and the Winnipeg Jets here tonight. And it's a very special one. We're doing something different that I haven't done, quite frankly, before. All of the donations that we get in tonight's stream, and we don't get a ton. I'm gonna be blunt with you. We don't get a lot of donations here on the channel, which is, fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but all of the donations that we get here tonight, will go towards one of, I forget the charity names. One of the True North Foundation or Kids Sport Canada, both supported by Mark Scheifele in honor of his great father. So, yeah, it's kind of the first time we're doing something like this. I had the idea a couple of times, but I never really went forward with it. And I think now, with how good the streams have been doing, I think that it's fitting. To do it at a time like this. So if you have some money, if you want to donate, that obviously be greatly appreciated. But, if not, just thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to put something on the screen here in a moment about it, but I just need to promote the stream here real quick. All right, there we go. That's all done. What's up, everybody? Let me just update this real quick. It feels so dark in this room, just for like some weird reason. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was outside for so long today, but it just feels so dark in here. I don't know why. Anyways, what's up, everyone? As everyone filters in. All right, let me make the graphic. All right. Hang on a second. I'm making this up here. How do I put an emoji? I don't know how to put an emoji. Anyways. All right, bro. All right, little preview here for the starting goaltenders. In net for Winnipeg, you have Connor Hellebuyck. And on the other side, you have Jake Ottinger. These have been the two goalies that have been rounding everything up here basically all season, essentially. So let's look forward to what they're going to be able to do here tonight. Obviously, the biggest thing that we are looking at is Connor Hellebuyck. Can he finally get his first road playoff win? That is the question that we are asking ourselves here tonight. And obviously, as well as that, too, can the Jets force a Game 7 here? It's a very important game for the Winnipeg Jets. As for Dallas, if they get the win here tonight, they will be able to move on to the Western Conference Finals for the second straight season, and also take on the Edmonton Oilers for the second straight season. So, cool stuff. It's going to be a fun game here tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully you all will stick around, and we will get started here momentarily. I forgot to change this at first. This is not the final score. Whoops, my apologies. Just rushing around here so much. I was at work before this as well, so I am kind of trying to get everything done here pretty quickly. But yeah. All right. That's all done. Round 2, Game 6. What's the date? May 17th. All right, perfect. We are ready to go, I'm pretty sure, for tonight. So let's get thumping here. All right. There we go. That's all done. All right, perfect. All right. I'm going to do something here real quick. Let me Actually, I won't do that. All right, here we go. We're ready to get started here in a moment. They're going to do the national anthems and all that good stuff, and then we will get started here today. Okay. All right. We are locked in and ready to go for tonight's stream. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I appreciate it here. I feel like really weird. I need to get used to this. I'm sure I'll get adjusted here midway through, but I don't know. Perfect. Hey, Mike. I love that. $5 dono. Thank you, Mike. So that is... I guess I should update this. Here, I'm going to change something up here real quick. I'm going to reset the dono. Let me write down the current dono for, like, the overall streams for me. The money for me. It is 122.58. Thank you, Mike. All right. Showing off the bracket here. If the Dallas Stars move on tonight, they will play the Oilers for the second straight year in the Stanley Cup Finals. All right. Ooh, it's glitching the stream really bad. Hang on a second. All right, perfect. Ooh, I almost closed the stream itself. All right. $5 from Mr. Mike. Oh, not $5,000. $5 from Mr. Mike Bartner. So thank you, Mike, for that. All right, so national anthem's going on right now. Whew. Hey, thank you, Mr. Aho Season. That's another $5 right there. Make that 10 for the Mark Scheifele True North organization. Not 100% sure which one. I might donate. I might do like half to one, half to another. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure yet. All right, national USA anthem coming up here in a moment. What's up, Josh? How we doing? My day was all right. How was yours? All right, it feels like it's been forever since we've done a commentary stream. Like forever. All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. Game 6 between the Dallas Stars and the Winnipeg Jets. Live from American Airlines Center. Little starting goaltender preview here. Connor Hellebuyck is in net for Winnipeg. At home, he is 6-1 with a 1.73 and a .916. On the road, 0-5 with a 5.84 and a .793 in these playoffs. He's been pulled in 3 of 5 games. Let's see what he can do moving on. Jake Ottinger following a loss these playoffs in his career. 17-6 with a 2.03 and a .924 save percentage with the Dallas Stars. Mikko Rantanen here. The last time Dallas was in a winner-take-all game in this arena, he scored a hat trick to win it. Mark Scheifele starting out here tonight. Game 6. If the Jets win, there's a Game 7. If the Jets lose, we go home. Face-off one here down low by the Jets. They clear it into the Dallas zone. Here's Lindell on the right side. Goes back up to center ice. Granlund picks it up. Here they come into the zone. Scheifele battling now behind the net. Intercepted. Rantanen saved by Hellebuyck in front. And he'll make that cover pretty easily. Already a really good chance here from the Stars to rush the puck around inside of their own zone. And immediately on a wraparound play, just kind of hints, just trying to poke that puck up to the point. Rantanen's right there and gets the shot on Hellebuyck right away, just about less than 30 seconds in. I forgot to update the shot clock too. Man, I am sucking today. And that faceoff is blown dead due to a illegal faceoff. Face-off here now, won by the Stars. Clear back up to the point. Miro Heiskanen gets up here now and tries to regroup. Banks it off the boards. Sagan will dump it back into the Winnipeg zone. Hellebuyck throws it around the right side. A shot there goes through the crease to the point. A shot, Harley, saved by Hellebuyck and goes down low to the corner. Jets will pick it up here now and move it the other way. Through the zone, Cole Perfetti. Perfetti waits. Will backhand it down low now behind the net. Ottinger battling with Heiskanen on the right side. Jets pick it up. They feed it up to Sagan. Here come the Stars the other way. The Jets reluctantly lose that puck and get it back and clear it back into the Stars zone. Miro Heiskanen playing in his 3rd game back since his January injury. Moves the puck through the zone. Gives it past to Rantanen, who banks it into the Winnipeg end. They're battling for it here now in the corner. Sagan on the right side. Puck comes free. Here come the Jets. Scheifele through the zone. Feeds it over to Connor. Down low in the corner. Scheifele to Velarde. Pass in front is intercepted there quickly by the Jets. Here come the Stars on the right side. Rantanen moves it out to the center. Jets will pick it up. Scheifele throws it over to Connor, who will just come back and regroup in the Winnipeg zone. Pionk with it now in the defensive end. Feeds it over to Sandberg. A pass up through the neutral zone and back into the Stars' end. Down low now, Bichelle. Clears it around the right side, trying to feed it up and intercepted quickly by Dadonov, who banks it up into the zone. It's Marchment, and it's blown dead for offsides. Marchment's not a fan of that. And we'll get a face-off here outside of the the Winnipeg zone. Face-off coming here now inside of the Winnipeg zone. Hellebuyck in these playoffs. 4-5 with a goal allowed. 2-0 with no goals allowed, which is actually pretty obvious. Why is that even a stat? What the heck? Thrown back down low now into the corner on the right side. Steele. 4th line out there for Dallas. It's stolen back by the Jets. Cleared in by the Stars. Here's Steele in front. Can't get a shot off properly. And thrown back around them behind the net. Here on the right side is Miller trying to feed it up. We'll drop a pass over then for Lowry, who moves it through the zone. Adam Lowry shoots it and blocked there off of Bichelle. Appleton now down low in the corner. Over to Marchment. Here's Mason Marchment through the zone. Trying to deke it in. Takes it in front. Loses control of the puck. And the Jets will break it out now the other way. Through the zone, it's banked in then by Barron. Battling now with Harley in the corner. And Heiskanen there as well. Slid around then to the right side. Mikael Granlund will shoot the puck all the way out to center ice. And here come the Stars. Hintz to Rantanen. He'll skate back around and wait. Will feed it back then behind the net and picked up by Heiskanen. Heiskanen in front and blocked there and goes up and out of play. And they'll blow the whistle there. Showing off Scott Arniel here now. Why do these fucking bot accounts keep coming in? I'm like getting botted on my own stream. What is happening right now? About 3 minutes gone here in the first period. Still 0-0. Again, this is Game 6. Jets need to win if they want to force a Game 7 on Monday. Here's Rantanen now coming in for the faceoff. We've seen Rantanen multiple times in this game already. It seems like they're running 3 lines here. Here's Heiskanen at the point. We'll move it around. Shoots it! And blocked in front. I don't know if it got to Hellebuck. Here's Harley now on the right side. Picked up by Perfetti. Will bank it through the neutral zone, and Heiskanen will pick it up and regroup for Dallas. He'll throw a pass over. Then Robertson will clear it into the Winnipeg zone. On the right side, it's Dylan Samberg. Samberg clears it around the right side now down low. Harley to Rantanen in front. Shoots it wide of the net. You can see a couple of Rantanen jerseys there in the crowd. He's been selling out all this Dallas Stars fandom as many people are buying their jerseys, especially after what occurred back in Game 7 of Round 1. Shots are 2-0 Dallas here in the first period so far, about 4 minutes removed. Through the zone now, a pass up to Kyle Connor. Connor moves it in. Looks for options. Will circle it back down low. Scheifele battling with Duchesne. Scheifele picks it up in front, and Connor can't get a shot off. He'll feed it up to Morrissey. To DeMello, a shot, and blocked in front by Duchesne. Back down behind the net. Scheifele with the puck. Mark Scheifele waits. Will backhand it up to the point. DeMello with it will shoot it back down low, and it was too high as it goes up and out of play. Showing off Pete DeBoer, who has been a longtime Dallas Stars coach. In his 3rd season, has reached the Western Conference Finals each of the last 2 years he's been with the team. And as well as that, too, it is relevant if the Jets are trying to force a Game 7 here. They are 9-0 in Game 7s. Or Pete DeBoer is, that being, not the Stars. Well, maybe they are. Face-off one here then by Dallas. Here's Bichelle. Will backhand it out of the zone for the Stars. And Winnipeg will pick it up in their own end. Through the zone, here's Miller. Colin Miller banks it off the boards to the right side. Appleton trying to pick it up there too. Dumped in then by Lowry. And it's blown dead for offsides anyways. Whew. Face-off coming now at center ice after that offside play. It's won then by the Jets. Here's Miller on the right side. Colin Miller banks it through the boards. It'll go down into the Dallas end. Now Appleton with it. He'll throw it up to the point. Kept in, though, by Winnipeg. Back on the right side. Niederreiter couldn't get to it in time, and he'll clear it out to the neutral zone. And here come the Stars. Dadonov moves it in. Back behind the net. Wraparound play. Saved by Hellebuck. They're jabbing at it. And the ref finally blows the whistle with bodies on top of each other on the side of the net. And that one did not go through. You would have thought there that the ref would have blown the whistle after Hellebuck got that. But no, they let the Stars just jab at it as much as they could. So, you know, whatever. Face-off coming up here now, again inside of the Winnipeg zone. Hellebuck there in net has stopped 2 shots here so far, just 5 minutes in. This game feels like it's rolling pretty slowly. And with an atmosphere like this and with a game like this, you know that it's not going to be a incredibly fast one. Here's Iafallo now on the right side. Hellebuck with 2 shutouts this series is riding a shutout here earlier in the series in Game 5. Here in the corner now trying to pick it up is Iafallo. Alex Iafallo battling in the corner now with Hintz. Harley banks it up. Tries throwing it through the zone. Kept in though by Tanev, a shot. And that one goes back behind the net. Here's Heiskanen to the right side. Granlund now with it. Down low in the corner. It comes out then, and here come the Stars. Heiskanen through the zone. Gets tied up there by Pionk. And picked up on the right side then by Winnipeg. Barron drops it back to Pionk. Neil Pionk with 14 minutes left in the first period will move the puck the other way. Ehlers through center ice. A shot! And a save by Ottinger if that even got on him. And no, it did not. Perfetti throws it in front. Intercepted. Here comes Dallas. Ben will send it up to Duchesne. It's blocked in front. And they'll just move it back into the zone anyways. And it's blown dead because it's offsides. Well, 14:05 left here in the first period. It's still 0-0 in Game 6. It's a must-win atmosphere here inside of Amerant Bank Arena for both teams. Although if you are Dallas, you're still in the driver's seat, at least for now. On the right side, Winnipeg dumps it into the zone. Granlund will clear it in. Battling now in the corner. Perfetti will bank it off the boards. It goes out to the neutral zone. Nemestikov trying to pick it up on the right side now and slides back in. Here come the Jets. Ehlers throws it in front and blocked quickly there down low by Lyubushkin. On the right side, Jets pick it up. Perfetti sends it down low to Ehlers. It goes through him, and Dallas will regroup here now on their own end. Here's Lyubushkin. Sends it over to Jamie Benn. Benn, a pass through the zone. It's quickly intercepted, and now Kyle Connor will try and move it the other way. DeMello to Connor. Will feed it back then for Miller. Miller banks it off the boards. Battling now down here at center ice. Here come the Stars. Robertson into the zone. Holds off to the point. A shot. Deflected. And goes back into the corner. And picked up again then by Dallas. On the right side. Harley trying to keep it in the zone. And the Jets will get it out, but the Stars will regroup. Ceci will dump it in. Thomas Harley racing for that puck. Battling now down low with Shen. Thrown around then and back into the corner. Scheifele battling with Hintz on the right side. Johnston picked up in front. A shot. Dadenoff. And it goes wide. Down now in the corner. It's Jarrett Anderson-Dolan, I believe, trying to get that puck. He'll try and clear and fails to do so. My apologies, Hayden Fleury, not Anderson-Dolan. Still battling here now at the Winnipeg line. Puck will finally go back down low. It's Niederreiter then picked up by Pionk. Here's Neil Pionk through the neutral zone. Picked up then by the Jets. Dumped into the zone. Racing for it now behind the net. Ottinger. Over then for Petrovic on the right side. And puck tips up in the air and slides all the way back down into the Jets' end. Hellebuck will play it with his stick up to the point. Stars have it. Steal down low. And stolen back then by Winnipeg. Niederreiter to Pionk. Back over then for Sandberg. Through the neutral zone. Niederreiter will take it back and regroup. And over then Pionk back on the right side. Through the zone. Niederreiter to Appleton. Banked into the zone now in the corner. Here's Appleton now. Up to the point. Morrissey moves in. Shoots it. And saved by Ottinger. It's very imperative here, if you are the Stars, you do not let Winnipeg get that first goal. Here's Hintz, gets knocked down there quickly, and the Stars wanted a penalty. I'm not so sure how that could have presumed itself, but all right. Here's Larry to Iafallo. Will bank it into the zone. Racing for it now is Tanev. Fighting with Harley in the corner now. Multiple other reinforcements join. A pass in front is blocked and picked up then by Dallas once again. Here's Heiskanen through the zone. Drops back to Duchesne. Duchesne a shot. Blocked again. And save in front. Rebound. A backhand. What a stop in front by Shen from Cody Ceci. Oh my goodness. Here's Sagan to Heiskanen. Over. Lindell waits. Looks to Heiskanen. In front. Ben. Blocked by Duchesne. Oh, friendly fire. Battling now in the corner on the right side. Heiskanen with it. It goes back down low behind the net and picked up swiftly by the Jets. On the right side, Shen banks it up to Tanev. It'll go all the way back down and into the Winnipeg zone. Stars will regroup. Heiskanen feeds it up and over now. Robertson through the zone will dump it in. It goes into Hellebuck's glove, and he will cover. Halfway through the game here now. Still 0-0. Apologies for my cough. I've had this cold for a little bit, and I can tell. I knew it was going to affect me, but now I can tell. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's 0-0 so far, even still. All right. Shots counter threw you off. Sorry, boss. I didn't mean to do that. No, the shots counter is just shots, essentially. These down here are the scores. Face off here now inside the Winnipeg zone. It'll be Rantanen versus Lowry here. Stars with the early pressure. Face off now is blown dead, and they're going to kick out Mikko Rantanen. Coming again here now inside the Winnipeg zone. Harley wins the draw. Played back down low. Sandberg will throw it around them behind the net. Here they come the other way. Jets racing for it. Ottinger goes to play it. Back now in the corner. Appleton battling with Niederreiter. Thrown back up to the point. Rantanen picks it up. And here come the Stars. Harley through the zone. He's got Robertson with him. Gets tied up there down low by Pionk on the right side. I think it's going to be very conservative here until someone scores. At the point, Rantanen to Johnston in front. Waits. Takes it behind the net. And is tied up by multiple Jets. On the right side. Cleared out to center ice. Here's Mikko Rantanen. We'll bank it off the boards then. Robertson trying to pick it up. Down low into the corner. Scheifele gets it. Tries feeding it now the other way. Into the zone. Lindell will break it through. And battling now at center ice. Here's Scheifele. Up to Velarde. Velarde banks it down low. Here's Lindell. Lindell waits now on the right side. Cleared back down low into the corner. Thrown around behind the net. And up to the point. Morrissey waits. Throws it back down low to Velarde. Velarde behind the net. Will feed it back up to the point. Morrissey to DeMello. DeMello's shot is blocked. In front, Connor! And it's blocked again by Steele. Stars are laying it out tonight. Here's DeMello. To Velarde. Shoots it. Blocked again. And deflects down low into the corner. Here's Kyle Connor. Connor feeds it up to the right side. Morrissey to DeMello. DeMello waits to Velarde. Morrissey will come back in his own zone and wait. DeMello feeds it up then for Perfetti, and he'll clear it into the Dallas zone. On the right side, Lyubushkin battling with Bichelle. Perfetti trying to throw it in front. And puck slides up to the point. There's Pionk. Waits. Down low. Perfetti. And a save by Ottinger. The first real save Ottinger's had to make here tonight. And cleared back down the other way. Here's Hintz. A spinorama move. And gets tied up there by Pionk. What a defensive play by Neil Pionk. Thrown back down low now. Here's Rantanen. Sends it up then through the zone. Down low Lyubushkin to Granlund. Granlund waits. Tries feeding it in front. Blocked quickly. And around to the right side now. Perfetti trying to bank it out. Here's Granlund. Back down low. Hintz fighting now with Shen. Tanev. Over then through the zone to Fleury. Here's Connor. Connor will bank it into the Dallas zone, and Tanev will get it back in the corner. Thrown back up to the point. Shen will deflect it up and out of play as my voice begins to die. Who am I picking to win tomorrow? I got Florida. Hate to break it to you. I'm pretty sure I said Florida in 6 or 7. Honestly. So, yeah, I got to go with Florida just for the sake of my bracket. Well, that's a lie. Not for the sake of my bracket, because my bracket is dead. I didn't pick Florida to move on, so that's already done, but, you know, whatever. All right. Still no goals here so far. I'll take revenge. I'm good with either for my Canes. You know, fair enough. I think, like, yeah, if I'm the Canes, I would prefer Toronto. More likely than not. Just because Florida, they just look so good. And if they move on, I feel like they're going to go to the final. But if the Leafs move on, I would pick the Canes. I'm not going to lie to you. So, who knows? We'll get home ice with Florida as well. Yeah, that's true, actually, you will. You won't with Toronto because they're obviously the second seed in the Eastern Conference. So, yeah. Very, very valid with that take. Scheifele now versus Hintz here. 7:20 left in the first period. Here's Morrissey. Moves in, shoots it, and goes off and behind the net and back down low. 3-on-2 now for Dallas. Through the zone, Hintz to Robertson. Shoots it, and it goes up in the air and wide. Battling now in the corner. Try to send it out in front. Connor moves it through the zone. Connor to Velarde. Velarde battling now with Lindell. It goes down low into the corner. Ceci then over and trying to clear. Battling on the right side. Connor as well. It comes free for Velarde. Velarde trying to bank it through the zone. Jets do get control. Scheifele throws it to the point. DeMello a shot. And a glove save by Jake Ottinger. Shots are 3-2 Winnipeg here through about 15 minutes of this first period. It hasn't been a whole lot of action here so far in this one. Face off here now on the right side. Heiskanen to Ben, trying to bank it off the boards. Thrown around and goes out of the zone. Ehlers sends it out in front. Waiting with it now is Heiskanen to Harley. Harley banks it off the boards. Over then for Sagan. On the right side, Duchesne now in the corner. Battling forward with Sandberg as well. Finally, it breaks free. Duchesne waits, and it clears all the way down the other way. He could not keep that pass inside of the zone. Here comes Sam Steele. Steele to the right side. Down low now, Dadonov tries sending it back. Intercepted in front. Lowry passed through the zone. Niederreiter trying to get to it. And now they'll regroup here again. Lowry at the goal line. Puck finally breaks free. 5:46 to go here now in the first period. We are still at 0 apiece. I swear to God, if this is another Oilers Knights Game 5, I'm going to crash out. And puck goes into the Winnipeg bench anyways. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Just a reminder, if you guys donate here tonight, proceeds will go towards one of True North or Kids Sport charities in honor of Brad Scheifele, Mark Scheifele's father, passing away. Pretty intense play so far, even with no goals. Yeah, a couple shots the other way, but they've all been high danger, I would say, relatively. So we're getting some good hockey here tonight. All right. Lee Hextall talking to Scott Arneal. Likes how his Jets team is playing here. Not through the first 5 minutes, but especially since now they've kind of picked it up. Here's Scheifele. And faceoff will come at center ice. 5:37 left to go here in the first period. Faceoff one down low. Shen banks it off the boards. Iafallo will clear it back down low. Barron on the right side. Back in the corner now is Tanev. Will throw it behind the net. Barron trying to get to it there as well. And they'll battle for it here now in the corner. Puck is poked free then by the Stars. Here's Rantanen. Intercepted. Iafallo will bank it back down behind the net. And now the Stars will regroup. Petrovic battling with Iafallo. Puck finally breaks free. Here's Mikael Granlund. Granlund moves it through center ice. Through the zone. Hintz now with it down low in the corner. Back behind the net. Stolen back then by Shen. Luke Shen. One of the Shen brothers. Ironically enough, he eliminated his brother in the last round. And back down low. Iafallo will clear it into the Dallas end. Here's Bichelle now in the corner. Gives it over then for Petrovic. Will bank it off the boards. Velarde over to the right side. Intercepted. Dadonov shoots it wide. And Hellebuck says, no, that puck ain't going through me. Now in the corner, it's DeMello trying to clear it out. Dadonov on the right side, as well as Steele. Josh Morrissey trying to go down low and pick it up. He knocks down Dadonov. Some Stars fans wanted a penalty there, and they will not get one. Still battling here in the corner. Stars finally get it up to the point. Thrown over then to the right side. Here's Mark Scheifele. Scheifele to Connor. Connor will bank it into the zone now, down low into the Dallas end. Lindell over then for Ceci. And picked back up then behind the net. Stars have it down in the corner. Perfetti hits Lindell on the right side. Stolen back then Steele. Gives it up then and Ceci will dump it into the zone. Pionk Battling now in the corner with Robertson. Sends it out to the front. And that does not go through and all the way down the other way. Shots are 2 apiece here through Game 6 so far. About 17 minutes have been gone. It's still 0-0 here so far. Into the zone, Robertson sends it back down low. Pionk battling now with Johnston on the right side. Rantanen to Robertson in front. And picked up there with the blocker by Hellebuck. Here come the Jets now the other way. Ehlers banks it off the boards and down into the Stars' end. Here's Harley now with it. Thomas Harley through the zone. Back over then for Duchesne. Duchesne moves it in. Waits. Battling here now in the corner. Here's Ben. Over then Rantanen to the point to Heiskanen. Down low. Bichelle a shot. And to the save by Hellebuck with his chest. Here's Duchesne now. Shoots it. And it goes through the crease and back up to the point. Heiskanen to Bichelle. Sent back down low. Intercepted in front. Duchesne! And a save by Hellebuck. Over to Rantanen. And he can't get that puck. Back up to Heiskanen on the right side. Trying to deke it down low. Jets with some defensive zone pressure here. Not giving the Stars a whole lot of room. Heiskanen to Bichelle a shot. And it goes wide and back into the crease. And back down low. Luke Shen trying to clear it. Heiskanen shoots it down low. Duchesne in front. Rantanen through his legs. And can't tuck that one. Rantanen to Bichelle at the point. Thrown down low. Heiskanen a backhand. Save. Rebound. Goes down low into the corner. And now Duchesne here on the right side. Hit quickly by Appleton. The Stars won a penalty. And they won't get one there either. Lowry fighting with Rantanen. Less than 2 minutes left in the first period. Jets will finally poke check the puck out of the zone. Time winding down here tonight. Cleared back down low and into the Winnipeg Jets zone. Here's Granlund. Shoots it. Saved by Hellebuck. And he covers that one up as Sagan is tripped down in front. And the Stars were not a fan of that. Shots are now 6-2 in favor of Dallas. I understand they're probably not because ESPN loves to fake their shots. But, you know, whatever. It's true. You can't deny it, ESPN. A little Watch with Nordic streaming records here. Let me pull them up here in a second. Just putting this in. Watch with Nordic streaming records. All right, I'll do it in a second. Lindell wins the faceoff. Granlund shoots it just wide of the net. Minute 30 left. Puck slides out of the zone. Stars will now regroup. When we stream the Winnipeg Jets, we are 5-2. This is our 8th time this year streaming Winnipeg. When we stream the Dallas Stars this year in our 6th time, we are actually 2-3. But mind you, 2 of those wins have come in a row. So they are hot as of right now when you look at the overall Watch with Nordic records. Doesn't really matter, but it is something fun to follow. Obviously, every team at this point, besides a few, have lost games. So that is something you got to keep in mind, obviously. Face-off now won by the Jets. Here through the zone, Morrissey backhands it down low. Into the corner. Ceci then to Lindell. Clears it the other way. Trying to get to it there is Hintz. Intercepted, and that puck is poke-checked away to center ice and dumped back in anyways by the Stars. Here's DeMello. DeMello to Scheifele. Scheifele banks it off the boards. Battling now in the corner. Puck will break free. Lindell then to Marchment. Throws it out to center ice. Connor back to Scheifele. Over to Connor. Kyle Connor into the zone. Sends it over. Sandberg in front. Off the post. Here's Connor again. Kyle Connor shoots it. And that one stopped in front there by Ottinger. Here now on the right side. Cleared out to center ice. And the Jets will regroup in the run-in with 30 seconds to go on the clock. In the last minute. Barron moves it around Marchment. Trying to get a last-minute goal here for the Jets. Barron moves it down low. Into the corner, fighting with Lyubushkin. 20 seconds on the clock. On the right side, they throw it up to the point. Morrissey waits. DeMello, a shot! Blocked in front again. He'll get it back. Throws it up to the point. Morrissey on the right side. Shoots it. Deflected and goes up hits the glass. 3 seconds to go. It's cleared the other way. And that'll do it for the first period. No goals scored in the opening 20 minutes of play, but a couple of chances for the Dallas Stars, a few chances for the Winnipeg Jets. Connor Hellebuck is now on a 4-period shutout in a row, and we now head to first intermission. That being said, it is first intermission time. Go get a snack, go get a drink, do what you got to do, and we will be back here for the start of the second period momentarily. So let me update this here real quick. 16 minutes left here in intermission. I am going to... So I forgot to bring in the new jug of water, or new case of water that I got. So we are going to do that here really quick. And then we'll do some intermission talk. So just give me a minute or two, and then we'll talk a little bit about the period so far. I gotta move my trash over here first. Move all this stuff around. And that's all good. All right, I will be right back. All right. There we go. Slide that in there. Take this over here. All right, I really hope this is not a like 17 period game or whatever. I can't put myself through that. All right. All right, 15 minutes here till the start of the second period. I have like a runny nose. I think I'm like, I mean, you could tell with my coughing. I'm definitely coming down with something, but like, I don't know what it is. So. Can't believe that hit the post. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Like, it's definitely looking like a wild game here. I mean, I knew just seeing how Game 6 was. It was scoreless after 1, I'm pretty sure. Let me go confirm that, actually. It was scoreless after 1. And, obviously the Jets then would move on. But, yeah, Jesus. Yeah, it was scoreless after 1. It was 1-0 Jets after 2. And then they kind of came alive after that. But, yeah, I figured this is going to be a very close game. And if Game 7 comes to Winnipeg on Monday, that will also be a very close game. What's up, Dan S? How we doing? That'd be the largest whiteout of all time, for sure. I totally agree with that. Maybe not the largest of all time because they did go to the conference finals the one year, but yes, I do definitely agree. Good to hear, Dan. Big Sens guy. Oh, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. What's up, Johnny? Where am I streaming from? I am streaming from Pennsylvania, and I am a Flyers fan. But as you can tell from my backdrop, I am a fan of every team. We talk about every team on here. It's just that kind of place. So everybody is welcome. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in so far. It is very greatly appreciated. I know I haven't been as great with the commentary streams recently, but, keep trying here. Keep trying to work hard and keep on growing. You were in Philly once a long time ago. Nice. Yeah, yeah. It's a nice place, kind of. Yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of living around here, but it's not the worst place I could live. I will say that. I'm not like inside of Philly. Did I see Toronto and Florida's game yesterday? I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not see a lot of that one. I was at work. That's why I wasn't live for it. But I am a big fan of how Austin Matthews really stepped up to the plate. Austin Matthews really stepped up to the plate. Oh my nose is so itchy. I've really been a fan of how Matthews stepped up to the plate in that game. He finally found his moment because that was the narrative. Matthews had like hardly any goals in games where he's either going to clinch a series or facing elimination. So, honestly, the way I see it, I think that was a really good win there for Toronto. I think it does kind of shift the momentum in their favor, but we have to see. We have to see. I'm not giving it to the Maple Leafs here just yet. I can't do that in my heart. Can't do that. Just because I would love to, but look, it's still the Toronto Maple Leafs. They can still choke this. But yes, I 100% agree with you, Dan. Matthews needed that in a very big way. That I think it doesn't change the narrative, but it definitely shifts it. It moves the needle. Oh, I just paused it by accident. Go out of it and go back in. I feel like I need to like wash my face, dude. It just feels so like greasy from being outside all day. I was at work. But yeah, I'll say it again. All donations tonight go towards the True North Foundation or the Kid and Sport charity. That in honor of Brad Shifley. The charities are that specifically because those are who Mark Shifley. Those are what Mark Shifley supports. Obviously, if there was a charity for him, I would be donating to that. So it does. Plus, they would be on home ice. If they don't win, then they truly do suck. Yes, I mean they've lost game sevens on home ice before. That isn't a first time thing. But you are very right. Yes, if they do lose, I think that's it. Like I mean, like no matter what, I don't know how you can make the argument. I just don't. I don't know how you can make an argument for them to keep that core around, especially if they lose. So I think they have to win. It's a must. It's a must win game. I need to sharpen my pencil. Perfect. All right. They have decent defense. Matthews, Nylander, Marner, nice. Bring it all together. They also need to. They need to score. Like their big name guys need to score. Otherwise, I don't know. Honestly, like I'm leaning Florida. I hate to say it, but like it is what it is. I guess I don't know. But they really do need to just like they need to lock in. There's no doubt about that. So Who do I think will win tonight? My money is on. My money is on Toronto or not Toronto. My money's on Winnipeg. I'm not gonna lie. Just like I think the Jets. I feel like they have that like They have like that not aura, but like that feeling, that atmosphere around them that like they need to win this game. First off, they obviously have to, but they also need to win it for Brad. So hoping Jets win, but Stars are pressing. I think Jets are likely, but still no score. Yeah, but the good thing is though Dallas hasn't scored either, so there's still a chance. As I always say, there is still a chance. All right, here we go. Start of the second period here from Dallas. Little first period recap. No goals in that second period. First period. Let's get ready for the start of the middle frame here. Again, the Stars definitely looked like the better team through the first 20 minutes. They had a lot of pressure there on Connor Hellebuyck. Again, you knew that Connor Hellebuyck needed to play good here tonight. And so far he has. The jury is still out. It's not over yet. But as of right now, it is looking good for the Winnipeg Jets and their goaltender here. Let's see what comes of the second period here. Okay. Face-off coming up here now in a moment. Jake Ottinger did not see a whole lot in that first period. Hellebuyck obviously saw 6 shots, stopping all of them. He has stopped shots for over 92 minutes here now inside of this game. And face-off now at center ice, and the second period is officially underway. Face-off one then on the right side by the Dallas Stars. It's still tied up. Comes out then for the Jets. Sandberg over to Pionk. Neil Pionk banks it down low into the zone. Niederreiter around now behind the net. And back down low. Here's Lowry. Lowry to the point. Sandberg a shot. And a glove save there once again by Ottinger. So Ottinger there with the big stop already. That's the first legitimate chance besides the post that he's faced so far in this game. So that is somebody right there who definitely we needed to see pick things up a little bit. And thankfully here as a result, the Jets are starting to finally put some pressure on him here. Face-off now inside the Dallas zone. It's Johnston versus Scheifele. They'll throw Scheifele out. They'll bring in Gabe Vilardi. Vilardi now coming in for the face-off. And Dallas wins the draw. Here's Lindell behind the net trying to bank it off the boards. It's still inside the Jets' end. Miller throws it down low. It's cleared out of the zone and regrouped then by Vilardi, who will dump it down low. On the right side, Cece now battling with Connor. Over then for Scheifele. It comes out to center ice. Johnston banks it back down low and into the Dallas zone. On the right side now with the puck, Lindell. He's tripped. And will that be a penalty? No, it will not. Here's a 3-on-2. Scheifele to Morrissey to Connor. Connor in front. Morrissey can't finish that play. Here's Scheifele now. Will send it down low. Hit there by Marchment. Back now down low. The Stars pick it up. Here's Cody Cece trying to bank it off the boards and down the other way. Finally, it does break free. And now the Jets will regroup. Sandberg to Pionk, who clears it into the zone. Shots are now 6-5 in favor of the Stars, as Winnipeg's racked up some shots here so far already. Cleared out to center ice. Racing forward now is Dadonov. He'll fight with Pionk. Dadonov tries to hit him, and that is obviously intercepted. Here come the Jets. Nemestikov through the zone. Feeds it to Perfetti. Perfetti waits. Throws it up to the point. Sandberg a shot. Directed just wide. Kept in the zone. Back to the right side. Intercepted. And Dadonov will bank it out to center ice and back down the other way. Racing forward now in the corner is Steele. Down low then with the puck, Ehlers. Ehlers will send a pass up and over then for Pionk, and the Jets will move it through the zone, clear it back down low. Here is Ehlers now in the corner. Heiskanen throws it up then for Dadonov. Dadonov waits, banks it off the boards. Here comes Heiskanen. Miro Heiskanen moves it into the zone, waits, shoots it, and it goes up in the air and out of play, as I think it might have been blocked there by a Jet. So Scheifele with a good throw down into the corner earlier in the game. Marchment comes up and hits him from behind on the numbers. Not sure about that, but a nice feed there from Connor to Morrissey is barely missed. And that obviously will not hit the net there. Face off again in the Jets zone, won by Winnipeg. They will clear it out, and no, it actually comes out of play. They will bring it back inside the zone, and the puck hit a fan in the face. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, that fan had a towel covered up on his face, and I'm sure that definitely hurt. Yeah, they're calling for security. They're calling for them to come down. This guy's not okay. It's going to be Hinson Lowry taking the draw. They stopped play. And everybody's looking up at that fan that took that puck out of zone. Well, that's unfortunately a part of hockey. Oh, yeah, show the replay. It banked off his face, and oh, man, that has to hurt. And they do have some medical attention on the way. They're going to continue play, but it's a part of hockey, unfortunately. Puck goes down the other way. It's an icing there against the Stars. Shots are 6-5 here in favor of Dallas, and puck will come back into the Jets zone. Very unfortunate there for that fan. Prayers go up to him. Hopefully he is okay. What I remember from that time period, and yes, they're looking at him right now. Security is. What I remember, it's not a hockey type of memory. Puck at the point. Heiskanen, a shot, glove save by Hellebuck. It goes wide. And back then, Niederreiter will bank it down the other way. Back in the corner. I'll tell my story in a second. Thrown around the right side. Puck goes up in the air and does slip out of play. The one memory that I really remember of like a player getting, or a fan getting really injured by a certain play is that girl a couple of years ago who took that, like a little girl who took a baseball to like the eye or whatever. I know it's not a hockey specific story, but that's one that I remember. There was one time where I was at a Royals game covering the Royals, ECHL and all that, where somebody got hit with a puck and they like got up and ran right away out of the stadium just because they could tell that they were hurt. It's It's unfortunately a part of the game in a way, but I guess that's what you sign up for. Pucks at your own risk. Morrissey on the right side now, picked up by the Stars. Here's Rantanen, 3-on-2 to Johnston, moves in, shoots it up in the air, and goes back now behind the net. Battling in the corner, picked up then by Morrissey. Up for Connor. And the Stars will intercept that one as Connor can't complete that pass, and Lindell back to Ceci, and the Stars will regroup the other way. Johnston tries throwing it in, it drops back. Dallas will once again regroup. Johnston through the zone, cleared back down low. Wyatt Johnston now in the corner, battling with Scheifele on the right side. In front, Robertson, and that one's deflected away. Here's Mark Scheifele, will throw it up all the way through the zone, and picked up again then by Dallas. Harley sends a pass over, clears it down low and into the Dallas end. Or Jets end. Man, I'm tired. On the right side is Granlund, who backhands it wide, and picked up then. Here's Barron trying to rush for it. Barron battling now with Connor. Puck will slide back down low, and the Stars get it right back. Marchment sends it down low, blocked in front by DeMello, who blocked that from getting to Hintz. Back now in the corner. DeMello gets it right back. We'll bank it off the boards and out to center ice. Here's Iafallo. Down now for Tanev. Tanev battling with Lyubushkin on the right side. Puck breaks free then and goes back over to the Stars, who will try and clear. It's kept in. Backhanded then down low. Harley will immediately get it back. It's tipped in the air by a Jet. Into the zone. Here's Granlund, and they blow that dead. And that was a late whistle, and Granlund did not like that. Still 0-0 here, about 5 minutes into this first period. What's up, Goober? How you doing? Face off now inside of the Dallas end. Stars will win the draw. Through the zone, Lyubushkin to Heiskanen. Here's Miro Heiskanen. Tries taking it now through center ice. It's picked up then by Dallas. And cleared back down low into the corner. On the right side now, down low, is Granlund. Intercepted. Ben in front. Shoots it wide of Hellebuck. And back down low. Coming down the other way. Ben drops it back. Lyubushkin trying to bank it up. Here's Ehlers now. Regrouping with it. Moves it through center ice. 3-on-2. Ehlers. Down low then for Sandberg. Nemesnikov hits the net there a little bit, but Stars will clear it and regroup with the puck. Jets are not being given a lot of room here. It's been a lot of Dallas. Just rushes the other way. Jets barely get opportunities. Here they go get one. Here's Ehlers on the breakaway. He's in. He's saved by Ottinger. What a stop by Jake Ottinger. As I say that, here's Scheifele a shot. It goes up in the air. And Velarde's hit with a stick. And that will be a penalty. Here's Velarde. Connor in front. Rebound. Scheifele. He scores! Mark Scheifele. A salute to his father. And the Jets lead 1-0. Unbelievable. It's been an emotional 24 hours for Mark Scheifele and this Winnipeg Jets team. And that goal means a ton. Mark Scheifele with the opening goal. It's 1-0 Jets. Man, that's enough to bring a tear to your eye. That's enough to bring you tear to your eye right there. Mark Scheifele, 1-0 Jets here on the rebound from a Kyle Connor shot. Man. Truly unreal stuff. Face-off one here by the Stars along the right side, trying to bank it through the zone. Here's DeMello. Slides it up. Through the zone now, coming in, Appleton. Mason Appleton waits. Will feed it up to the point. A shot saved by Ottinger on the right side. Here's Rantanen. Throws it out then to center ice. That's the second straight game Mark Scheifele scored a goal. Man, that's unreal. Morrissey shoots it along then to the right side. Here's Niederreiter. Comes out of his zone and regroups. Nino Niederreiter back for Sandberg. Battling through the zone. Cleared back down low. Heiskanen along the right side. Cleared down and out the other way. Kept in by the Jets. Here they come. I follow a shot. And that one goes back down and wide. Up to the point. Pionka shot. And that one's blocked as well and goes down low. Here's Harley. Thomas Harley then down low. Back then for Heiskanen. Shots are now 10-6 in favor of Winnipeg. And outlet pass the other way then for Duchesne. It goes in on the Winnipeg zone, and that'll be a icing. Face-off coming now inside of the Stars zone. Back down low, Heiskanen shoots it all the way through the neutral zone, and Sandberg will pick that up. Over for Connor. Back down low, puck goes in the air. Here's Scheifele now on the right side, stolen back then by Dallas. Through the zone, cleared in then by Duchesne. Into the corner now is Sandberg. Then Pionk with it. To Sandberg again. Sends a pass through. Down the other way now, Velarde to Connor. Connor, back down low. Scheifele with it now. Throws it in front, and that one's intercepted quickly. Granlund will get that one out of the zone for the Stars, but the Jets have a lot of pressure. On the right side, Connor a shot, and goes off the boards there, and back down to the right side. Here's Morrissey. Josh Morrissey then down low in the corner to Connor. Connor throws it in front, and saved by Ottinger again, but that one did come loose. From, I think that was Brandon Tanev. Puck will slide in on Hellebuck, so no icing. And they'll regroup the other way. Morrissey to Perfetti. Perfetti sends a pass over. Waiting with it now Nemestikov. Down low into the corner. Ehlers racing for it now. Perfetti battling on the right side to the point. Morrissey sends it around. Here's Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen through the zone. Takes it in to the center. Waits. Shoots it. And that one goes up and out of play. Shoots it. You can tell I'm under the weather with my commentary. What's up, James? I love you. You're the best commentator. Thank you. Mark Scheifele with the goal. Just storybook. And it's 1-0 Jets. All right. All right. Let me grab my phone charger here very quickly. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. Got two things here for you. First and foremost, Mark Scheifele with a goal. So great for that. If you want to donate, or actually no, donations in this stream go towards the True North Foundation or the Kid/Sport charity there as well. Both charities are supported by Mark Scheifele, and it is in honor of his dad, something good that we're doing. We already have $10 here donated so far. So if you want to add to that cause, it'd be greatly appreciated. As well as that too, please do subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. Yes, I will be getting that clip. I always do it in the intermissions. That's when I get all the clips out. Face-off won now by the Stars. Puck played back down low. Cleared then by Adam Lowry and back out then into the neutral zone. Here's Heiskanen. Waiting with the puck to Granlund. Granlund. Backhand, and that one goes wide. Through the right side, here's Niederreiter. Here come the Jets again. They got some room. Lowry shoots it. Saved by Ottinger. Played back down low. Here's Mikael Granlund. Granlund through the zone. Puck is broken free and taken back then Hintz to Rantanen. Rantanen looking, trying to clear it the other way, and he will fail to do that. And Stars will regroup now on their own end. Heiskanen through the zone. Sends a pass up, then Marchment back into the corner. On the right side, sent in front, and blocked there off by Nemestikov on the right side. Here's Nemestikov, 3-on-2 for the Jets. Pionk drops it back. Ehlers shoots it, and it goes up in the air and out of play. And that whistle will be blown.
Still barking now at Gabe Velarde as he heads back to the Dallas bench. Markman knows his role and he plays it well.
11:01 left to go here in the second period. My favorite team is the Flyers, but as you can tell by my room, we're fans of every team here, essentially. Here's Morrissey. Back down low into the corner. Centering pass is blocked in front. Here's Lindell. Over to the right side. Will clear it. It goes up in the air and will go out of play. So we'll get another face-off here inside the Dallas end. There's Wayne Gretzky in the crowd. So, cool stuff there, obviously. Gretzky family is there supporting whatever team, just probably there, to be honest. Face-off one here by the Jets. Morrissey shoots it off of Ottinger and goes back up to the point. Here's DeMello on the right side now. Scheifele behind. Throws it in front. And blocked there by Cody Ceci. Down low on the right side. Scheifele waiting for it here now. He'll regroup. And we'll get a whistle here now once again. I honestly want the Jets. Just seeing with the Scheifele story and all that, I want to see the Jets get one. I want to see a Game 7. And I mean, unless if you're a Stars fan, who's going to say no to more hockey? Come on. Just a reminder, if Dallas or if Winnipeg wins this game, there will be a Game 7 in Winnipeg on Monday. So things are not over yet here, especially if the Jets win this game. Jets are 3-8 when facing elimination. However, they are 2-0 this postseason when they do so. But I will say, those 2 wins have come at home. On the right side, Bichelle sends it back down low and into the Jets' end. Hellebuck along the right side now down low. Rantanen fighting with Morrissey. Puck breaks free. Here's Robertson. Intercepted. He'll come out of the zone and held there quickly by Lyubushkin. Robertson at the red line. Passes it into Rantanen. And that one's intercepted quickly by the Jets. Now Morrissey will move it the other way. Here's Tanev. Through the zone now, down low. Lyubushkin on the right side to Bichelle. Leon Bichelle sends a pass out to the neutral zone. And cleared back into the Dallas end. And Stars will regroup. Bichelle will take it back in. About halfway through this second period, it's 1-0 Winnipeg off of a Mark Scheifele goal. Into the zone now. Jets trying to pressure on Ottinger, but the Stars get it. And they will clear it the other way. Back down low. Shen to Hayden Fleury. Sent out to the neutral zone. Picked up then by Perfetti. Clears it down low. Nemestikov battling now in the corner. Here's Sam Steele as well. Sends a pass up then. Dadonov trying to feed it through. Puck goes tipped and out of play. And thankfully that time it did not hit an innocent fan. You obviously don't hope for that. That's what I'm trying to say. Philly has 7 picks between rounds 1 and 2. They should have some great picks coming up. I sure hope so. I sure hope so, to yield my depression with that team. That's a damn certain. That is a damn certain. I'm telling you that right now. Whew. Thank you all very much for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. Once again, all donations tonight go towards one of the True North Foundation or Kid/Sport charity in support of, or I guess in honor of Brad Scheifele, Mark Scheifele's father, who has a goal here tonight, the only goal so far in the game. It's just some phenomenal stuff. $9:18 left to go here in the second period. Game 6. Mark Scheifele with the only goal in honor of his father. Can't imagine the emotions that are going through Mark Scheifele's head as of right now and throughout the last couple of hours. Scheifele with 7 hits so far tonight as a goal. On one shot, here's Heiskanen into the right side. Will bank it out of the zone. Picked up then at center ice. Racing for it now. Here's Marchment through the zone. Gets hit there by Sandberg. And taken back then by the Jets. Here's Nikolai Ehlers to the right side. Perfetti banked it through down low. And regrouping now is Thomas Harley. Through the zone now. Dadonov sends a pass up. Over for Harley. Harley moves in. Shoots it. And saves a run. Rebound. And steal. He scores! Sam Steele! And the Stars have tied it. Sam Steele with the game-tying goal. I didn't even know that was in at first. I don't even think the Stars knew it was in. And the Stars have tied it at 1. That was not that great of a call. Ooh. So a little bit of another ode to that goal from Mark Scheifele. I understand the Stars just scored. But in career playoff points in a Winnipeg Jets uniform, Mark Scheifele is tied for the lead with Dale Howard-Chuck and Kyle Connor for the most playoff points in Jets history. Here's DeMello, a shot. Saved there by Ottinger on the right side. Now here comes Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen feeds a pass through the neutral zone. Picked up then swiftly, and the Stars will come back in their own end here and regroup. Here's Alex Petrovic now on the right side. Picked up then by the Jets. Through the zone, Niederreiter. Waits. Backhands it down low. Now here's Appleton. Will throw it up to the point. Morrissey. Over. DeMello. And blocked in front and back to the right side. Here's Morrissey. Battling in the corner. These Stars fans are on their feet. 8:05 left here in the second period. Sam Steele with the game-tying goal. It's 1-1. That's the first goal Connor Hellebuck has allowed since Game 5, late in the third period. Here's Iafallo. Will bank it down low now with it. CC battling with Connor on the right side. Duchesne plays it up to the point. Jamie Benn trying to clear. Connor in front. Fleury down low. Velarde tied up quickly. Harley clears that one away then for Sagan. Will break it out the other way. Banked into the zone then by Jamie Benn. Duchesne and Benn racing forward with Fleury. It's passed up then through the neutral zone. Here comes Mark Scheifele. Scheifele through the zone. Scheifele moves in. Tries controlling the puck here around CC, and he's tied up. He can't get to it. Here now on the right side, Velarde waits. Shoots it. It goes up in the air and into the corner. CC on the right side. Through the zone then. It's Duchesne. Intercepted then quickly. Sandberg. On the right side. Dylan Sandberg now trying to regroup. We'll give it over then for Pionk. Feeds a pass up then for Tanev. Tanev, a shot. And that one goes through the crease and wide. Less than 7 to go. Here's Robertson dumping it into the Jets' end. Now battling with the puck is Pionk on the right side. Alongside Barron as well. Morgan Barron will clear it back down low. And they'll fight for it here. Tanev will send it back behind the net. Heiskanen now battling with Iafallo. Banked around the right side, Labushkin for Hintz. Battling here at the blue line. Picked up then by Barron. Banks it off the boards. And stolen back then quickly by the Stars. These Stars fans are still on their feet here. This is an electric crowd in an electric city that has taken hockey by storm. Here's DeMello through the zone. Sends a pass up then for Ehlers. Back then for Perfetti and intercepted by the Stars. Here they come. 2-on-2. Dadonov breaks into the zone with some room. Shoots it. Deflected wide. Up at the point then. Thrown back down low in the corner. Sam Steele trying to get to it, fighting with DeMello. Steele picks it up. Waits over for Lindell, who can't keep it in the zone. They'll come out and regroup. On the right side, dumped in down low by the Jets. Battling now on the right side. Stars fans want a penalty. They won't get one. Here's Ehlers. Shoots it into the zone and a save by Connor Hellebuck. Sam Steele on the rebound there. Shoots it past Connor Hellebuck. And the Dallas Stars have tied this game up here at 1 apiece. Thank you all very much for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. Go Jets, go Ruby. Love to see that. Still a commercial break here, guys. All right. All right, face-off coming up here now. These Stars fans are absolutely electric with 5.5 minutes to go here in the middle frame. Puck will come inside the Stars zone. It's Velarde who wins the draw. Morrissey shoots it back down low in the corner. Here's Lindell. Banks it around then to the right side. Rantanen fighting for it now. Here's Dadonov will bank it back. Stars with it. Dadonov clears it into the zone now down low. Johnston on the right side then. Back for Granlund. Down low Rantanen gets tied up there by Pionk. The fans want a penalty, but they won't get one. And kind of surprised that one wasn't called, to be honest with you. Up to the point now. CC a shot. Saved by Hellebuck. What a stop by Connor Hellebuck, who, even though there's only been 10 shots, has played phenomenal. And Josh Morrissey's off to the bench walking on one leg. And Morrissey looks kind of in pain. Shots are now 14-10. Yeah. Ooh, took down the right knee of Morrissey. That is not particularly pretty. And he looks like he's hurting, and he's going to go to the room. Yeah, he's walking on one leg, though. That is not good news there for the Jets. Their number one D-man is back to the room. Here's Niederreiter. A pass over into the zone, and Adam Lowry goes offside, so they will blow that one dead with 4:44 left in the middle frame. Thank you all for tuning in. It's probably a next goal wins type of game. This is what it feels like, honestly. So yeah, Morrissey is off to the room there. And yeah, the left leg of Rantanen, as he's falling down, hits Morrissey, and that did not feel good. Face off here now, one to the right side. Through the zone. Appleton trying to bank it down low. Niederreiter with it. Niederreiter dekes around, intercepted by the Stars. Here's Ben, 2-on-2. Sagan will bank it into the zone. Trying to get past Sandberg and back down low on the right side. In the corner. Let's go Jets. Love to hear that, Andrew. Down low now, Sagan with it along the right side. Stars fans really want a penalty here from some of these plays the Jets are making, but the refs aren't calling anything tonight. Pionk to Sandberg. Here's Dylan Sandberg. Through center ice now and into the Stars' end. He'll clear it back down low. Harley now battling with Nemestikov. On the right side, then Labushkin to Sagan. Through the zone, Marchment dekes around and goes down, and that's also not a penalty. And the Stars are not happy about that either. Through the zone, into the zone, DeMello shoots it, glove saved by Ottinger. He'll cover that one up. Man, these Stars fans have been standing up constantly looking for penalties. Oh, man. I'm doing good, Andrew. How are you? And Pete DeBoer talking to the refs. He's not particularly happy. Ottinger getting a second set of gloves, it appears.
Monday night on ESPN, if necessary, it'll be Game 7 in Winnipeg between the Stars and the Jets. We'll have it for you at 7:30 Eastern Monday night on ESPN.
Well, if there is a Game 7, it'll be Monday at 7:30 on ESPN. I will be live for it, but I may miss a little bit of time. Here's Johnston now versus Barron. And face-off is blown off there quickly. And Barron will come out of the zone. Face-off in the Dallas end, won by DeMello. DeMello throws it in front and backed end to the right side. Picked up and cleared all the way down the other way. Jets will regroup. Shen to center ice. Down low then into the Dallas end. Iafallo with it. Alex Iafallo now battling in the corner. Barron also battling with Harley too. Here's Johnson trying to clear then. Back to Rantanen. Rantanen sends a pass over then for Harley, who will chip it into the zone. And that play will be blown dead. As something happened there. Hand pass, possibly. Here's Mikko Rantanen, who has been increasingly getting a ton of ice time. On average, in games 1 to 3, he had 19 minutes and 26 seconds. In games 4 to 5, he's averaged 24 minutes. So he's been playing nearly half of the game here for this Dallas Stars team. 19 shifts so far already. This man is unbelievable here already through. We get a whistle for offsides once again against Dallas. With less than 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Showing off Rantanen, 2 hat tricks, 9 goals, 19 points, all the most in the NHL in these postseason. Here's Fleury. Hayden Fleury now down low to Lowry. Both teams battling in the corner. Big hit there by Marchment and picked up now by Winnipeg. Here's Niederreiter through the zone. Banks pass in. Lowry racing for it. Puck chips up in the air and going the other way is Hintz. Rupe Hintz backhands it down low into the Jets' end. Pionk throws it around the right side, kept in the zone there by the Stars. Chances loose in front. Granlund saved by Hellebuck. Here's Hintz now on the right side and broken up then quickly by the Jets and cleared the other way. Ottinger will send a pass up then right away. 2:15 left to go in the second. Through the zone. Sagan shoots it wide. Down low, battling with the puck. Ben in front, save again. Here's Sagan now, behind the net, throws it in front, and that one's wide as well. It'll slide all the way out of the zone and back into the Stars' end with less than 2 to go. Shots are 16-13 in favor of Winnipeg. Sandberg over to the right side into the zone. Scheifele, pass in front. Connor, saved by Ottinger. Blocker save there from Jake Ottinger. And here they come the other way. Duchesne sends a pass up to center ice. Scheifele hits Granlund. And back down low into the corner. Jets pick it up. Chances left and right here for both teams. In the zone, they'll regroup. Lyubushkin throws it pass up and clears back down low into the Jets' end. With the puck down low, Sam Steele behind the net. Steele throws it up in front, a shot, and blocked there by Heiskanen is Nemesnikov. Last minute of play here now in the second period. Puck will come back down into the Winnipeg zone. It's Dylan Sandberg now with it. And the Jets will try and make another push. Nemesnikov clears it into the Dallas end. Back behind the net. Heiskanen picks it up. Will deke it around. Waits. Throws a pass up. And Rantanen loses an edge there. And racing it the other way. Barron into the zone. And it's offsides against the Jets. Rantanen is not happy about the no call. They've been really happy about the refs not calling anything. There have been no penalties here so far through this opening 2 periods. However, there was that call on Velarde, but Scheifele scored on it anyways. Face-off now here inside of the Dallas zone. It's won by the Stars. 35 seconds to go in the middle frame. Ceci, bank pass into the Jets' end. Back now in the corner. Ben to Granlund. Hit down low there quickly. And battling now in the corner. Puck goes up in the air on the right side. Rantanen battling for here's Granlund. Mikael Granlund waits in front of shot. Saved by Hellebuck. Battling here now in the corner is Hintz with Shen. On the right side, then down low. Rantanen fighting for it too. Puck finally breaks free. 10 seconds left. One last push for the Jets. They'll clear it into the zone, and that'll pretty much do it. As there actually will be an icing here against Winnipeg. So 2.8 here left to go. We're not done yet. I thought we were, but they're going to blow an icing here against the Jets with less than 3 seconds left. Face off now here again inside of the Jet zone. Barron here versus Duchesne. It's won by the Stars. A shot, and it goes wide, and that will do it for the middle frame. 40 minutes in the books. Goals from Mark Scheifele and Sam Steele as we head into possibly the biggest third period of Winnipeg's season. Here in about 18 minutes. That being said, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we'll be back here for the start of the third period momentarily. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I said it once. I will say it again. All proceeds tonight will go towards the True North Foundation or the Kid/Sport organization in honor of Brad Scheifele, Mark Scheifele's father, who passed away last night. What is Steve Levy wearing? Oh, it's Subban. Yeah, what is he wearing, dude? All right, let me. I'm going to make the clip of the Mark Scheifele goal, and then we will talk a little bit here about this second period.
Jersey Mike's meets Mike's Extra Hot Honey on the new Mike's Hot Honey Chicken Cheesesteak. Jersey Mike's freshly grilled cheesesteak, Mike's Honey. Jersey Mike's pepperoni and melted cheese, Mike's Honey. Mike. Sale. The new Mike's Hot Honey Chicken Cheesesteak. For a limited time only at Jersey Mike's.
Thank you all very much for tuning in. Ooh, Trois Rivera beat Florida.
For savings and service, get more with Geico. It's for you. Do you like it? Come on, Charlie. Use your new door. Come on, let's go. Go.
And that will be a penalty.
Go.
The air. And Velarde's hit with a stick. And that will be a penalty. Here's Velarde. Connor in front. Rebound. Scheifele. He scored!
The new Red Bull Summer Edition. With and without sugar.
Here's Velarde. Connor in front. Here's Velarde. Connor in front. Rebound. Scheifele. He scores! Mark Scheifele. A salute to his father. And the Jets lead 1-0. Unbelievable. It's been an emotional 24 hours for Mark Scheifele and this Winnipeg Jets team. And that goal means a ton. Mark Scheifele with the opening goal. It's 1-0 Jets. And that goal means a ton.
This one goes out to all the Leafs fans that threw their jersey. That
Here's Velarde. Connor in front. Rebound. Scheifele. He scores! Mark Scheifele. A salute to his father. And the Jets lead 1-0.
Get a low $2.99 per month lease on Rose. Third, get 0% APR for 60 months on top on them.
Emotional 24 hours for Mark Scheifele and this Winnipeg Jets team. Oh, it's so laggy. Perfect. All right, clip is done.
Every moment bigger. Every emotion on high. All or nothing. This is the Stanley Cup playoffs. Hi there, once again holding hockey sticks, as you can very clearly see. Matt, during the period, you said this to yourself and aloud, a game 6 is hard to win at home. Why is that?
All right, got about 14 minutes here with the start of the third period. My counter is behind. Of course it is. You already knew it was going to be.
Yeah, definitely. Today's a more emotional game because of everything going on. So all that's got to get managed. But like you said, when a team's facing elimination, you got to raise your game almost 2 levels to be able to finish them off. It's the most difficult game to win for sure. Let's stay with the emotional aspect. I mean, it's our company would get that, but this is like a Disney movie, right? It's Mark Scheifele scoring today is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And, you know, it's It's his whole temperament. This is what he's done for the team. He's come back through this. He's brought the team along with him and allowed them to support him. But then he steps up. He's got a letter on his jersey for a reason.
All right, perfect. That's all done. All right, yeah, the Mark Scheifele tribute has been posted. Wonderful. All right. Let me get back to the stream. Unless it kicked me off. I was already on it. What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? All right, we're back. What's up, everyone? Hey, LeBlanc James, $2 dono, or $2 dono, $7 dono. That is what, $17 that will be going towards the Mark Scheifele charities. Love to see it. Yeah, happy for Scheif for sure. Shout out to LeBlanc. Thank you very much for the shout out, for the donation, my man. It's going to a wonderful cause as I struggle to heart the donation.
They might be the best fourth line in the playoffs right now. They continue to be not only sports but produce. And when you're getting production from your fourth line there, that's a game changer for most every time in the playoffs.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Andrew. Yeah, for me, I haven't really. I've been very lucky. I haven't experienced death yet, unfortunately. I do. Excuse me. I do know it's coming, obviously, which is why you have to take the time to appreciate your family, appreciate your friends, and significant others, because you may never know. Their time could be over tomorrow, today. You don't know. So that's what I've learned. But I'm sorry to hear about that. I am. I've fortunately been very lucky. But I obviously know all of our times come.
Sam, it's your first of the playoffs, but it's a big one. You're often known for your defensive ability, but how can you guys utilize your defensive prowess to create offense in this game?
Yeah, I mean, especially this team is so good off the rush, they're gonna try to make plays. So if we can shut that down and limit their offensive zone time, playing those on the best defense you can have. So, yeah.
The big picture of this is you win today and you're off to the Western Conference Final to take on the Edmonton Oilers. But how do you keep the picture small in the space and have your focus to get it done?
We're just focused on the now.
Live life to the fullest. Don't shy away from it. 100% LeBlanc. Wise words from Mr. LeBlanc James here. Put the fries in the bag. Shut up, Jack. Just trolled my friend. Tools in the shed. Yeah, put the tools in the shed, Jack. Put the air in my tires. Cause don't you work at Canadian Tire? Ooh, checkers! Let's go!
Do your research and get great value at an everyday low price. Only at Home Depot.
Consumer Reports ranks car brands on more than 50 road tests. Reliability surveys, owner satisfaction surveys, and safety ratings from IIHS.
Ugh.
2025, Consumer Reports' most reliable automotive brand is Subaru. It's no surprise they also named Subaru the best overall automotive brand. Safe, reliable, trusted, loved. Subaru.
The Travelers Championship, your all-access pass, starts here.
We are your aunties. We love you. But we don't say you out loud. And when we talk, the words we spit out loud. Have you even guessed? Sometimes aunties have trouble with emotional expression. So we show love by asking one simple question. Have you even guessed?
We're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. Take a look at these numbers, Kate. I think everybody knows about Pizza Board in Game 7. He's 9-0 on Stanley. The Kate still wins. What happened? He's in Game 6. You want to know why he has to go to Game 7 and he goes Game 7? Because he's 7-15 in Game 6. So, fellas, I ask you, Matt, you going to Game 7 in this game? I don't think so. I think the Winnipeg looked like they found their game in the second period. Dallas was able to wrestle the momentum back from them towards the end of the second.
Sorry, guys. Just doing some stuff here real quick.
Expect Dallas to throw everything that they have them. They're going to pour the coast into the third period. Yeah, I think this period is more about Dallas and how they want to play, less about Winnipeg. If they play their game, they're going to like the result, and I think they need to get this game and move on. And Chelsea can watch Shife score again.
Carter, you need a breath? Oh, poor guy. What is Jack? What are you saying, dude? Hellebuck's love has been brutal this series, especially high. Yes. Bro's typing out a Google Sheet. I am not typing out a Google Sheet. I am typing out a tweet replying to a Hershey Bears fan. Won't let me donate. What's my PayPal? How can you not donate? Guy's typing Shrek 2. What do you mean Shrek 2? What are you saying, buddy? Jack is clearly doing a little fill-in-the-blank story right now. Yeah, he is. He definitely is. I agree.
Do your research and get great value at an everyday low price. Only at Home Depot.
All right, Friday, let's take Glenn into custom.
I'm a customer in this area.
What do we do? We take what the Glenn can. And how do we do it?
We help with cars. RV covers.
Right, a car covers me. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour.
Did Coach say 90? Pushing on the
Inside. Eh?
negative field then? I felt that.
Yes,
This is my favorite Flyer I never got to see play. Oh, man. It'd have to be like a former Flyer. Like a Flyer before I was born. I would say probably Eric Lindros, I'm not going to lie to you. If I had to guess. All right, here we go. Third period coming underway here now from Dallas. The biggest period possibly of the season for Winnipeg. Will they be able to get the win here and force a Game 7? Or will Dallas win an advance to the conference finals for the second straight year? We'll find out. All right, face-off coming up here now momentarily. Little second period recap. Goals came from Mark Scheifele and Sam Steele. Goodbye, Jets only score when I watch the game and don't listen to the radio or stream. Goodbye, Nordic. I will never be back to the celebrate. You will never hear from me again. All right, later, LeBlanc. All right, we are underway here now inside of Winnipeg. Face-off one then down low. Shen trying to clear it around. It's inside the Jet zone. Duchesne with the puck behind the net. Puck is poke-checked away by Lowry. Up to the point. Harley a shot. And it goes wide. Down low, Duchesne throws it in front and deflected the other way. Here's Mason Appleton. Appleton now through the zone. Cleared back in down low. Labushkin trying to clear it back behind the net. Appleton battling for it. And trying to bank it the other way. Ben feeds a pass up. Sagan clears it down the other way. And back down low and into the Dallas Stars end. Back in the zone, Sandberg. Pionk to Velarde. Pass in front. Rantanen just wide of the net. Oh, he had an open lane opportunity and could not get that one through. Here he has it again, though. Rantanen to Lindell. Fans on the shot. Will keep it in the zone, however, and gets it back then behind the net. Jets will intercept then the other way. Here's Mark Scheifele moving in slowly. Pass over in front. Intercepted. Cleared back down low, but it's over the line. And the Stars will get it out here anyway. Regrouping now with the puck. Connor waits to DeMello. DeMello feeds it the other way. Harley dumps it into the zone. Hellebuck on the right side. Puck played in front. And picked up in the corner then by Dadonov. Dadonov sends it around. Heiskanen cleared back down low in the corner. Steele battling for it. Puck slides out in front. Racing for it now is Iafallo. Iafallo banks it off the boards and all the way down into the Dallas end. Shots are here 16-15 in favor of Winnipeg. Here come the Stars the other way. Sam Steele into the zone. Shoots it. Fans on the shot. Heiskanen gets it back. Steele shoots it again. And it goes into the corner. Josh Morrissey did not return for the third period after that leg hit from Rantanen. Icing here against the Jets. And yeah, so it does look like Josh Morrissey may not return in tonight's game. Rantanen with a huge play there with a pad save by Hellebuck. Tried to beat him there on the 5-hole. Unfortunately, could not do so. So face-off coming here now. It's won by the Stars. Harley to the point to Granlund. Granlund waits, over, directed, and back down low then Harley with the puck. Thomas Harley now on the right side, waiting for options. Looks, will try passing it over. It's blocked there quickly, and what a play by Ehlers. Into the zone, Harley drops it back. Granlund will take it back down low to the right side to the corner. Clear it up and around and all the way out of the zone. And now the Jets will regroup. Heiskanen will clear it back down low. Granlund in the corner battling with DeMello. Jets will pick it up. Here's Perfetti banking it all the way down the other way and into the Dallas end. Ottinger battling in the corner. Heiskanen will pick it up. Miro Heiskanen sends a pass up then. Sagan intercepted. Here's Perfetti. Perfetti with some room and tied up there quickly by Sagan and can't really get much going. Here's Barron up to the point. Sandberg a shot. Saved by Ottinger. Rebound in the crease and cleared back up to the point. DeMello to Sandberg and it's blocked and down low. Here's Barron. Throws it up to the point. DeMello waits. Shoots it. Blocked in front. Goes a million different ways. Another chance. And that one's wide as well. I think Ottinger got a piece of that. Down low in the corner. Jets trying to keep it in. Stars will successfully get it out. Here they come the other way. Into the zone now. Down low. Duchesne in front. And they fan on it. Duchesne again a shot. And a save there. And he gets it back. Another shot. Blocked as well. Lindell waits. Fires it. And it goes up and behind the net. Action back and forth. Puck intercepted there quickly. Sagan trying to shoot it. It's kept in by Dallas. Thrown back down low. Duchesne. Both teams are clearly tired. Here's Lindell a shot. Glove save by Hellebuck. Connor Hellebuck with the glove save. Saying no. Shots are 18-17. This has been phenomenal. Back and forth, back and forth. Face off coming here now again inside the Jet zone. It's won back then by the Stars. Granlund and Marchman battling in the corner. Now then Luke Shen getting to it. Here comes Dallas. Ehlers throws a pass over to Fleury. Fleury through the neutral zone. Banks tries banking it in down low. And now Tanev fighting with Johnston. Puck goes into the corner. Here's Leon Bichelle. Will fan on a pass through the neutral zone. And the Jets will take advantage. But they end up giving it right back to the Stars. And here they come the other way. A pass over in front for Johnston. Back then Marchment. We'll try feeding it down low. Hayden Fleury is right there. And we'll send it around the right side. Fleury back behind the net. Stars with it. They'll throw it up to the point. Here's Harley. Harley waits. Sends it over to Heiskanen. Miro Heiskanen into the zone. A shot. Blocked in front. And now here comes Neil Pionk. Feeds it up then to Lowry. Lowry with Appleton. He'll feed it over to him. And he'll wait for reinforcements. Pionk into the zone. Pass in front. Deflects back up. And out of the zone. 6 minutes gone here in the third period. Sandberg with the puck around the right side down low. Looks like Tanev took a puck to the leg there or something because he's not looking so hot. Here's Scheifele deking around the right side. Gets broken up there by multiple Stars. And has to come back down. Down low. Velarde handling it now behind the net. Velarde with Scheifele. Sent it out in front. And Connor gets it back. Kyle Connor on the right side. Throws it up to the point. A shot. And a save again by Ottinger. Played back down low. Pass sent up then for Dadonov. Dadonov through the zone, intercepted, and Mark Scheifele gets it right back. Jets will take it back in their own end. Luke Shen gives it up and over then for Iafallo. Through the zone. At center ice, Esa Lindell moves it back in. Game 7 is on Monday at 7:30, if necessary. Here's Ehlers. Ehlers through the zone. Dekes it back around. Will send it down low in the corner. Bank back behind the net. What's up, Rick? Cleared back out then the center ice. And stolen back then by Shen and the Jets. About 7 minutes gone here in this third period. Here's Ehlers. Will drop it back. Duchesne will play the puck ahead. And here come the Stars the other way. Duchesne rushing for it. And back down low on the right side. Sagan clears it down low. Duchesne tied up with multiple Jets. Pionk comes in. Ben steals it right back. And the Stars have control. Heiskanen fires it. It goes in the air and out of play. A little over 7 minutes have gone by here in the third period. Still no goals. These Stars fans have been on their feet essentially the entire time. Thank you all very much for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated here tonight as the Stars are looking to advance to the Western Conference Finals. Both teams' goaltenders have played very good. Connor Hellebuck has looked surprisingly solid here in a must-win game for the Jets, especially on the road. He has yet to get a road playoff win in these playoffs. Could tonight be it? All right. Looks like Morrissey is still being evaluated for his injury. So, I guess we'll have to see where things go. Face-off here, won by the Stars. Heiskanen clears it down low into the corner. Back on the right side, Tanev trying to clear the puck down the other way. And picked up by Shen. Dumped into the zone. Lowry back down low then for Tanev, battling with Heiskanen there as well. Tanev took a rough hit there to the foot earlier, is back out on the ice playing. Here's Jamie Benn now to the right side, back down low for Shen. Luke Shen waits, sends a pass up and all the way down into the Stars' end. That goes in the air and into the safety netting, and they'll blow that play dead. Still tied here at 1 with 12:23 left in the third period. Pionk feeds it over then for Sandberg. Back over to Pionk. Pionk will clear it down low. Rantanen will pick it up then for Dallas. Thrown around the right side. It'll slide all the way down and out. And racing the other way is Marchment. But Hellebuck goes out to play it anyways. Pionk on the right side then for Sandberg. Dylan Sandberg will hold the puck. Here he comes now the other way. Sandberg through the zone. Scheifele trying to clear it the other way. It goes all the way back down. And the Jets get it back. Now neither team can seem to really get into the zone for consistently a long amount of time. It's just been kind of back and forth action here, more or less, through the majority of this period. I've noticed. Puck cleared out now the center ice. Here's Shen trying to play it forward. And down the right side, now here's Scheifele. Mark Scheifele with some room. Moves it in front. It goes just wide of the net. Oh, my goodness. Scheifele still with it down low to the point. Flurry a shot and a save there by Ottinger. And those fans get up and cheer him on.
Scheifele continues his strong game, and he's having just fighting through two checkers right there. Tries to go far side with it. The Perfetti just misses him. You can see his strength right here, holding on to this puck. Tries to go back door there. Cece does a good job in front of the net, though, tying up Perfetti's stick, not allowing him to get to that puck. Just goes wide on Ottinger.
Face-off coming up here now inside of the Stars zone. It's won by Dallas. Miro Heiskanen now with the puck along the right side. Jimmy Benn will take that and clear. Racing the other way, trying to get to it is Duchesne. It slides out. Taken back then by the Jets. They'll clear it down low into the zone. Here's Heiskanen. Banking it around for Lyubushkin. Picked up then by Miro. Here he'll take it out. Down the other way. Heiskanen dekes around. Throws it in front. And that one is denied. On the right side, Hayden Fleury trying to poke that puck ahead. Now Sagan regroups with Lyubushkin. Heiskanen. Laid back then for Ilya. Shots are 20-17. Halfway through the third period, only 2 goals scored, 1 for each side. Here come the Jets now into the zone. A shot there from Lowry, cleared back into the corner. Heiskanen to the right side to Ronton, and they try and play it. Back into the corner then. Here's Hintz. Rupe Hintz to Thomas Harley. Harley sends it back over. Heiskanen plays it through the boards and down into the Jets' end. Into the zone now, down low. Nemestikov battling for it. Taken back then by Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen battling now in the corner. Puck is still there. Hintz trying to send it around as well. As time continues to wind down. Puck is still in the corner. Finally, it breaks free. A shot there is stopped by Hellebuck from just the goal line. Picked up then at the point. Hintz to Petrovic. A shot. Stopped there again. If that even got on him. Cleared to the right side and out of the zone by Ehlers all the way down. It won't be an icing. But the Stars are starting to wake up. But the Jets aren't really allowing them that much. Here's Lowry up to Tanev. Tanev can't control it fully. He gets down low then. Beats Petrovic. On the right side. Picked up then Lowry. Lowry to Appleton. Appleton will throw it over. Shen a shot. And blocked down to the corner. Tanev to Appleton. Tanev wins that battle. Thrown back up to the point. Shen over. Sandberg to Tanev. He waits and throws it back down low behind the net. Harley now battling for it. Stolen back then by Lowry. In the zone. Battling for it. Lowry clears up to the point. Shen waits. Fires it down low. Here's Appleton. Mason Appleton up to the point. Can't keep it in. Is Sandberg. And he'll have to come back out and regroup. Oh, that sucks. Here's Connor. Velarde. Scheifele. What a stop by Jake Ottinger. Oh my goodness. And a penalty coming up against the Jets. Scheifele just absolutely stoned Mark Scheifele. Unbelievable. The Velarde pass in front. I thought Scheifele had that. Oh my Lord. A save by Ottinger with the glove and the blocker. Woo! What a stop by Jake Ottinger. Oh my Lord. All right, Stars going to the power play now. Oh, that sucks. Here's Connor. Velarde. Shifley. What a stop by Jake Ottinger. Oh, my goodness. And a penalty coming up against the Jets. Shifley just absolutely stoned Mark Shifley. Unbelievable. The Velarde pass in front. I thought Shifley had that. Oh, my Lord. A save by Ottinger with the glove and the blocker. Woo! What a stop by Jake Ottinger. All right. Power play coming up here now for the smash. Power play coming up here now for the Dallas Stars. They have a chance to take a 2-1 lead, I believe. I think it might have been a penalty. Oh, my goodness. Good Lord. Little Otter appreciation there. That's funny. All right, Jets have the puck. They'll clear it all the way down and into the Dallas end. Ottinger to the right side. Cleared around down low. I thought they were calling a penalty. What the hell? Never mind. The ref had his hand in the air. Here's Shifley. We'll throw it up to the point. Sandberg to Pionk. Pionk to Shifley. Shifley waits. Drops it back. Flurry a shot. And that one goes down low. Up to the point. Pionk will throw it back behind the net. Here's Lindell. Waits. Will bank it all the way out of the zone. And Jets have to gain the zone, so they will wait here real quick. Thank you all for tuning in. One more reminder. All donations tonight go towards the True North Foundation or the Kids/Sport Organization in honor of Brad Shifley, Mark Shifley's dad, who passed away last night. Jets with the puck. They'll move it through the neutral zone. Cleared in down low. Iafallo into Ottinger's end. Back then on the right side, Labushkin. Cleared all the way out to center ice, and here comes Dallas. Steal through the zone. Dadonov. Evgeny Dadonov fires it, and that one goes off the pipe, I'm pretty sure. Here's Robertson a drive, and that one's blocked in front there as well, and picked up again then by the Jets, and cleared. It's been some rushes back and forth the other way. Not a whole lot of, like, grade A actual shots so far here. Puck is cleared out then to center ice. The Jets will regroup with 7 minutes coming and counting. Here's Appleton. Mason Appleton cleared around to the right side. Down low now, Bichelle. Taken back then through the zone. Appleton intercepted, and now regrouping is Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen through the zone will clear it into the Winnipeg end. Now Pionk with it. Pionk feeds it up to Lowry. Here's a 3-on-2 the other way. Lowry to Appleton. Waits, will try and drop it back. And that doesn't go his way. It's still in the zone, however. Petrovic will try clearing. It's kept in by the Jets. Finally, Dallas does get it out. It's Rantanen deking around and dumps it down low. They'll get a line change with 6 minutes left. Here they come the other way. Down low in the corner. Puck goes and out of play. It'll go off the glass, though. So, unfortunately, you won't be getting a power play off of that one. Back and forth action. Saves from Jake Ottinger. Post hits from the Stars. It's just been one of those games, people. Still tied at 1 here in the third. Yeah, I can't believe it either. I don't even know how that didn't go in. I'm blown away.
Anything they can brew, you can brew too with the Mitchell Cafe.
As we await the continuation here of this. All right, tomorrow, Game 7 of Florida and Toronto. We will be here. We will be live for it, so be prepared for that. And then if it does go a certain way, we will also be live for Game 7 of Dallas-Winnipeg, too. Face-off here, won by the Jets. Connor moves it to the point. DeMello to Connor! And it goes up in the air and out of play. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And decide very early today for a conversation with Scott Arniel. I am playing in the game. My family wants me to. I certainly want to be there for my teammates, and my dad would have wanted me to.
Yeah, you can't do much more than he's done tonight on the ice. He's done everything right now for the Jets.
Face off here now. Oh, I thought it was Appleton. I thought it was Scheifele. Because it was Velarde out there. I guess Scheifele just was in the middle of a line change. Okay. I thought that was Scheifele there. Okay. Here come the Stars the other way. Granlund through the zone. Tries banking it down low. And we get a whistle here again. As the Jets are trying to force the face-off to go inside of the Dallas zone once again. About 5.5 minutes left here.
The goal scorer for Winnipeg. Van Steele, the goal scorer for Dallas. But the Stars literally have been in each crease. And those are the two goaltenders. Jake Ottinger and Connor Hellebuck have both been terrific.
Yeah, they have been the story tonight, especially in this third period. Ranton looks like what's sure goal there. Hellebuck stopped and
Face off here now, won by the Stars. Here's Harley with the puck. We'll clear it into the Winnipeg zone. Pionk trying to clear it around the right side. Sagan now battling down low. Mark Scheifele and Sam Steele with the goals tonight. Nobody else has scored just yet. Here's Ehlers. 3-on-2 for the Jets. Ehlers sends it over. Iafallo just wide. Oh my goodness. Back around then to the right side. Here's Heiskanen. Miro Heiskanen through the zone. Shoots it. Saved by Hellebuck. Puck down low. Then it'll come out in front. And kept in by Dallas. Duchesne to Ben. A shot. And it goes wide. Here's Lindell. To the corner now is Duchesne once again. Feeds it back then for Sagan. Sagan will drop it down low. Marchment now gets tied up there by Shen. Dallas with some late pressure. Duchesne throws it in front. And blocked there as it goes down low. Marchment moves it through. Shoots it. Blocked in front by the Jets. And they'll clear it out to center ice. And bank it down the other way. Good on Winnipeg for gaining the red line there. And not getting the icing. Jets will now regroup here in their own zone. It's Pionk who will throw it back down low. And banked into the zone. Behind the net now, Lindell clears it around Granlund. Sends it over then Barron. And can't keep that one in. Now Lindell. Over then for Lyubushkin. Will clear it down low. It's goes off of a Star, so no icing. Pionk then for Niederreiter. Nino Niederreiter. 3-on-2 the other way. Into the zone. Barron in front. And stopped by Ottinger. Puck's in the crease. And cleared the other way then by Dallas. Not good enough for an icing. And the Jets will control 3.5 minutes to go in the third period. Down the right side now, Adam Lowry. Lowry waits. Throws it down low in the corner. Bichelle battling forward here as well. Marchment feeds a pass up then for Steele to Dadonov. Dadonov moves it in. Back now in the corner battling forward is Sandberg. Thrown back along the right side. Labushkin battling for it. In front! And Dadonov couldn't finish the wraparound. Here's Lowry trying to clear. 3 minutes to go in the third period. Rantanen to Granlund. To Steele. Intercepted. And back to the right side. Down low, Granlund battling with Sandberg. In the corner, Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen will feed it up to the point. Not a lot is going right now. Rantanen into the zone. Waits a pass over to Heiskanen. Too high in the air for him to get anything on it. Heiskanen to Rantanen. Shoots it. And blocked in front. Rebound. Denied by Hellebuck. Oh my lord. Scheifele tries to clear. It's kept in by the Stars. Heiskanen play in the air. It goes up and out of play. Oh my goodness. 2:24 left here in the third period. Rantanen was left all alone. Oh my lord. Face-off coming now inside of the Jets zone. It's won by the Stars at the point. Harley a shot, and that one goes down low behind the net. Picked up then by Fleury. Hayden Fleury moves it along the right side through the neutral zone. Here's Nemestikov. Cleared back down low. 2 minutes to go in the third period. Along the right side, Ehlers battling for with Ben. Down low. Harley. Tied up now in the corner. Less than 2 minutes left. Here comes Dallas the other way. Duchesne moves it in. Dumped down low then by Sagan. Here in the corner, he'll battle for it. Still fighting here in the corner in the Jet zone. It's Fleury, Marchment, Ehlers, amongst others. It finally comes up to the point. The Stars will keep it in. Back on the right side, Johnston. He's known for these clutch moments. Clear back down low into the corner. Got about 1:30 left here to go in the third. We're tied at 1. This feels like an overtime game. Here's Appleton. Banks it off the board to the point of shot. And that one's blocked in front. And now here come the Stars. Marchment backhands it forward. Regrouping now is Winnipeg. DeMello sends a pass up now and into the Stars' end. Ottinger back then for Heiskanen. Heiskanen to Lindell. Essa Lindell, last minute of play here in the third period. A shot in front, and it goes just above the net. Oh, Lindell to Heiskanen. Cleared back down low. Regrouping with it is Hintz in the corner. Granlund holds it. Waits to Heiskanen. Heiskanen moves in. Shoots it. Deflected in front and picked up again by the Jets. Here they come. 3-on-2. Scheifele dekes around. Now it's 3-on-3. Scheifele drops it back. Velarde sends it over. Blocked in front. 30 seconds to go. Down low now, Scheifele again with it. Mark Scheifele waits. Passes it up. Kept in there by Fleury. 20 seconds to go. Scheifele a shot. Blocked. And down the other way. Here's a breakaway. Steele is tripped. And that will be a penalty. Sam Steele. 14 seconds to go. Mark Scheifele, you have to make that play. You have to. There's no denying that. I'm not going to put it on Scheifele there at all. You have to make a play like that. With 14.3 seconds left in the third period, Sam Steele is tripped by Mark Scheifele on a 1-on-0 breakaway. And Dallas, with 14 seconds to go, will head to the power play. Okay. Let's see what happens now. Dallas is going to take a timeout here with 14.8. Is that enough time? That's the first penalty we've seen the entire game tonight. Just want to make one more reminder. Thank you all for tuning in. All donations tonight go towards the True North Foundation and the Kids Sports Organization as well, in honor of Brad Scheifele, Mark Scheifele's father, who passed away last night. And as well as that, too, if you want to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. We are just one sub away from 3,400. So Dallas will head to the power play. That's the first penalty tonight. All these Stars fans are on their feet, and they are loud. Face-off is won by Dallas. To the point, Harley with little time gives it to Johnston. 10 seconds left. Harley moves in, shoots it. Blocked in front by Iafallo. That block might save them. Here's Rantanen. Waits, shoots it, deflected in front, and we're going to overtime. 60 minutes was not enough. We are heading to overtime here now, folks. Dallas will come out with 1:46 of power play time. And we'll be back here in about 15, 16 minutes for overtime. First of all, thank you all so much. We are now at 3,400 subscribers. So I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now we will move on to overtime here. Now that being said, drop your overtime predictions. Drop your overtime predictions. I got to be blunt. Winnipeg, Scheifele, Dallas. It's going to be I already know. It's going to be Rantanen. Just watch. So I got to say this is going to be... Let me look at my stats here real quick. So in overtimes, what's funny is that a lot of the games we've done, a lot of the streams we've done with the Winnipeg Jets, they have gone to overtime. I'm pretty sure in 5 of the 8 games we've streamed, they have gone to overtime. So let me count out my numbers here real quick. That's 1. That's 2. And then the third one. So 3 of the 8 games that we have done, actually, I guess 4 of the 8 games we have done now have gone to overtime for Winnipeg. As for Dallas, it's only happened once, when we did Game 3 of Round 1. So let's look forward to this overtime. We'll see if the Jets can force a Game 7 and possibly move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. All right, we'll be back here in about 15 minutes, folks. We are heading to overtime, folks. Okay.
I'm not sure we're going to have Game 7 in our series, but there's definitely going to be a Game 7 tomorrow. Whoa, ABC, the Denver Nuggets, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shy, oh boy, there. Yeah, Canada could get it done. The winner of Game 7 could get the MVP award, too. Let's see how that goes. All right, the NBA. All right, we go to overtime. We've had 17 overtime games, 5 in
Oh.
the second round, 3 games so far from the double overtime.
So we have had 17 overtime games these playoffs. We've had 5 of them in the second round. 3 of the games have gone to double overtime in this postseason. So some fun facts there for you guys.
Triple overtime's a commitment. I knew when you went double espresso, you had something going on after we're through. There's a good omen out here for the Dallas Stars. Exactly 1 year ago tonight. Rolling. Dish 2, what do you got? Claxton, the Matt Duchene of Dallas. Bucky, the Patrick Kane Sully. What's up the Patrick Kane? That's the Patrick Kane, the PK Sully. Watch this. He drives the heart, shatters it. Let's see. Do we show it? You got to show the Sully. Show the Sully. There it is. Boom! Bucky, let's go. 2-1 was the final last year, and I'm going to predict right now that 2-1 will be the final score here tonight. Oh, that's a bold statement. Bold statement there. Going out on a limb there. We saw great goaltending. If they win tonight, will go on to be a signature save of the series. Last year when they lost, he was facing his own net. He blocked it with hockey pants. Tonight, at least he was facing the puck. He used everything he possibly had.
All right, looking at the all-time overtime record for each of these teams in the playoffs. Winnipeg is 5-4. Dallas is 42-49. Now, keep in mind a lot of those are coming in the Minnesota North Stars, so Dallas has not been to overtime that many times in their history. But
You got to believe in your goalies. And Ottinger is one of the reasons why Dallas is as good defensively as they are, because they're very well coached. They play very good structurally defensively, but when they do break down, it's so calm in the net. Like just the way he is in movements and all that. I think it gives a calming presence to the whole team. And what a luxury to have a goaltender playing like he is right now for the Dallas Stars. There's some Carey Price there. Was Price was sort of a quiet goalie in terms of movements.
because people are sleeping in the other room.
We forget about how well he handles the puck. Oh, yeah, how much goaltender the hell he has at the end.
It's all right. Apparently a ship hit the Brooklyn Bridge. No way.
He could break the puck out to the blue line if he wanted to. So having that is really important. But with Ottinger, Hellebuck, Price, defensively, when you have two goaltenders like that, it makes everything easier. Because you know that if you keep everything to the outside, they just got to block. And what I see with Ottinger is structurally, positionally, a lot like Price. But one thing that Price had to get into his game as he still went on was that thing that I always talked about.
Thank you all for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. Once again, I will say all proceeds in this stream go towards the Mark Shifley charities listed above in honor of Brad Shifley, who passed away. About 8 minutes here heading into the overtime. My stream is a little bit behind, but it always is. It always is.
They shed the road label, right? Even if they lose tonight, it's 2-1 in overtime. Their road game tonight has been very good.
I gotta say that if this series goes to a 7, even if you lose for Dallas, I said it a couple times in the broadcast tonight, Pete DeBoer is 9-0 in Game 7s. So this ain't over yet, guys. I'm just telling you that right now.
Nobody's got more pressure on them than this guy in the playoffs right now. In the knockout through the playoffs, great effort so far for him if he can get it done. Wow, big win. Tyler Seguin has 2 playoff overtime game-winning goals. He has one this postseason.
Hey, Caden's with another $1. Love to see that. Make that 18 towards True North and Kids in Sports. Great stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go back to Sagan. He's with Leo minutes ago.
Tyler, we know that this is an elimination game for the Winnipeg Jets and for yourself, a chance to clinch the series. How tight is it out there right now?
With you, Nord. Thank you.
I think both sides.
Approaching about 3 hours live here. Thought I'd be done pretty swiftly, but nope.
You guys get the chance to start overtime on the power play. Now, I've heard from a few players that can be difficult sometimes. Is there a challenge in that?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm probably not starting, but no, I think we're gonna be ready to go.
Because you don't want to take the flight back to Winnipeg because it's too long, correct?
That's a long flight for sure. But yeah, I mean, overtime at home, scoring the attack.
Thank you.
All right, about 5.5 minutes to go here to the start of the overtime frame. The last time these teams went to overtime was in last time that both of these teams went to overtime, Winnipeg was in Game 7 of Round 1, where they obviously won that in double overtime. For the Stars, I believe it was Game 3 of Round 1. So, again, these two teams have played in overtime this year. They're experienced. They know what to do. So, we'll see how this overtime goes. But you love playoff overtime. You love it. So, I guess we're going to need to see here what happens. But I am very, 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 very excited. Oops, why is my stream lagging so bad? What is happening? Why is it doing that? Oh my goodness. ESPN, this PK Subban suit is insane. Can't take it. I can't take this, dude. Can I do some entertainment? No. What was the penalty shot? So Sam Steele's rushing it on a 1-on-0, and Scheifele trips him. There really wasn't much to it. But, yeah. Ooh, Winnipeg Jets watch party going on as well. All right, after this commercial break, we should be ready here for the start of overtime. If the Jets win, they force a Game 7 on Monday, which we will be live for. If Dallas wins, they will move on to the Western Conference Finals. I must also say that what was I going to say? I also must say we will be live tomorrow for Game 7 between the Panthers and the Maple Leafs. So we got plenty of streams coming up here. We will also be live for Monday's stream as well. If Monday actually happens, by the way. All right, they're showing off overtime winners. Okay, here we go. I think we're ready here for the start of overtime. Why's my feed paused? What is happening right now? All right, enough. What is happening right now? I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. What is happening? All right, hands are up. All right, okay, here we go. Start of the overtime frame here. Third period recap, no goals. The only time we've seen goals in this game is in the second period. Oh, I forgot to reset it. Oops. When it came from Mark Scheifele and Sam Steele, as we are tied at 1 here heading into the overtime frame. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. Stick around here for overtime. Remember, if Dallas wins, they move on and take on the Oilers. If Winnipeg wins, there will be a Game 7 on Monday. Hey, thanks for the dono, Matt Schrader or Quincy. That is greatly appreciated. That is another $5 donated. What is 18 plus 5? 23. That is another $5 donated to True North and Kids Sport. Thanks to you, man. Thank you all so much. Overtime here is underway. Face-off won by the Stars, down low in their own zone. Remember, Dallas is on a power play. Heiskanen to Johnston. Johnston will clear it into the zone. Jets are going to play lockdown. Pionk trying to clear, and he does so successfully, but not far enough. Heiskanen, a minute 20 here. Dallas has to run it down. Wyatt Johnston through the zone. Johnston moves in. Duchesne waits, drops it back to the point. Now the Stars set up. Heiskanen to Rantanen. Rantanen to Heiskanen. Down low then Duchesne. Duchesne to Heiskanen. Rantanen a shot! Saved by Hellebuck. And cleared by the Jets. All the way down the other way. Halfway through the Dallas power play. Here's Miro Heiskanen. He'll drop it back. Hintz to Johnston. Through the zone. Rantanen keeps it in. Rantanen sends it over. Duchesne in front. Hintz shoots it wide. Oh my goodness. Here's Duchesne again. Throws it in front and tipped down low in the corner. Jets season on the line. Hintz with the puck. Clears it all the way down the other way. And the Jets will get that one out. Here's Heiskanen. Drops it back for Harley. Thomas Harley through the zone. Cleared into the zone. 20 seconds left. Now Pionk banking it around. Marchment to Sagan. In front. Harley. He scores! Thomas Harley. Overtime winner. And Dallas outshines the Jets. And they move on to the third round. Thomas Harley in overtime. And the Stars advance. There you go. I just screamed way too loud for the other people sleeping in the other room, but who cares? Thomas Harley with the overtime goal. And Dallas moves on to the third round. We're gonna do something here. Actually, no, I'll call it. Do I want to call him? Do I want to call podcast co-host Carter? Should we call Carter, guys? Should we call Mr. Rochelle? Thomas Harley through the zone, cleared into the zone, 20 seconds left. Thomas Harley with the overtime winner. And Dallas advances to the third round. Now Pionk banking it around. Marchment to Sagan in front. Harley, he scores! Thomas Harley! Wow. Well, what a phenomenal run by the Winnipeg Jets this year. They bow out in the second round in 6 games. They fought hard. You can see Mark Scheifele hugging his Connor Hellebuck. They've been hugging for a couple minutes. You can tell he's getting emotional here. Very emotional. Mark Scheifele with a goal here tonight, but I'm sure that means absolutely nothing to him right now. They will go and shake up with the team. Jamie Benn giving him a big hug here, man. Lost his dad last night, and now, less than 24 hours later, he's eliminated. And Scheifele handshaking up all these guys, including some former Winnipeg Jets who were there for some time. All of them giving Scheifele a little salute here and a hug because they know what happened a couple hours ago. And that's why hockey's a family. That's why hockey's a family right there. And yeah. All right, that being said, that is it for me tonight here, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We will be live tomorrow once again for Game 7 of Florida-Toronto. And yeah, Oilers versus Stars. Let's get ready for it. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all so much for the donations. Not a ton, but it still does mean a lot. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. I will be donating that either tonight or tomorrow. But regardless, that is it for me. I will see you guys here tomorrow.